let's go across to Sachin Dixit, who's the lead Internet Research Analyst at JM Financial Institution Securities, to talk about this. Thanks so much, Sachin, for joining us this morning. Your initial take, and the question really that we're talking about is, do platform companies, do certain banks as well, because of the bank assurance channel, get affected with Bima Sugam's launch?
So I think Bima Sugam is something which has been in the works for almost 3 years now, right? The initial launch was supposed to happen in April 23, if I recall correctly. So been a bit delayed. In that sense, and we also published a note on it back then. So the idea largely is quite interesting. It's almost like doing what UPI did to wallets. Basically, you create a digital public infra, which basically solves for all the API integrations and all the opaqueness that comes with insurance policy distribution and claims renewal as well. So the idea is benign. What will happen, how it will work out is where the tricky piece comes. Because if you look at how PB Fintech works, right? Please note that there is only one large web aggregator in the country. And a lot of people tried. Why PB Fintech worked is that they had invested a lot on building that brand trust. Secondly, they had also invested a lot more on customer support. Interestingly, most insurance categories in India, if you leave out maybe some low ticket auto loans or auto insurances, do require a lot of handholding, which is where I think the question will rise. Even if you have a very nice marketplace which works smoothly, who basically turns into the customer conversion funnel? Whether insurance companies go ahead and hire those customer support people to convert whosoever comes to the Bima Sugam portal, or Bima Sugam itself invests into that call center or customer support engine. So that's where I think questions will lie. Execution will be key. Operational issues will come up. So website launch is probably just a first step. A lot more still lies ahead.
Okay, so Sachin, what would you do with the PB Fintech stock right now? Is there case for a re-rating for a couple of factors? One is this Bima Sugam launch. One is with the input tax credit clarity now coming in by and by. PB Fintech might be on the wrong end of that equation as far as insurance companies are concerned.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, we in fact have a sell rating on the stock, and the thesis behind our sell rating largely was that a lot of the positivity that came in the stock in the past couple of years, where the growth was brilliant, even that growth I think still will continue to be very good. But the idea largely was that with the valuation and where the stock had reached, we believe that incremental positive news will be minimal. If anything, it could be negative. So I think I will not still read too much into the input tax credit thing, because let's see how it works out. But Bima Sugam, considering it's launched by the regulator themselves, and insurance is a regulated category. So if the regulator really wants to push something, they can certainly push it. So could be a headwind for PB Fintech. On input tax credit, I think it's still it's too early. Maybe the industry and the distributor, which is PB Fintech in this case, and maybe some other distributors as well, will figure out a midway without even price hikes. And if the regulator allows or the government allows some price hikes to happen, maybe nothing will happen. And rather, we will have insurance policies turning quite cheaper, which might potentially drive some growth. So the absolute number might actually get upgraded rather than downgraded because of the GST changes that have happened in the past 1 month.
Fair enough. So quite a bit to unpack, and I think that it'll emerge in the near to medium term, and I guess we'll have to have a conversation at that point as well. Sachin, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Pleasure speaking with you as always.
Sure, thank you.
All right, we have to slip in a very quick break, but we